Well, hello. Um, Want to go over all the modes, but I'm going to do it in an interesting way. And I seen this by way of John Schofield. He was teaching a master class and he did it this way. And I really thought it was a clever way of doing it. Really makes you wake up and think about how the modes are. And it also gives you all the great sound textures because you're looking at it now from chord scale relation. So I'm going to start with Ionian, okay? And I like to think the one chord as a six, add nine. Right? Or I could do up here, and then that's a blocked out C, six add nine. So I have C, E, A, D, G, and C. Right? Yeah, so any C6 even. That used to be the chord of choice in the early big band days. That was your one chord. Right? That was a blocked version too. C, C. So you're just doing C, E, A, C. Right? You can throw the G maybe in the, well, if you throw in the bass, it ain't blocked anymore. Okay, so that's that sound. Okay, so I just played C scale directly right into C6 add 9. If I was doing a C major 7, I think I get a slightly different, I elevate it. I want to elevate it when I do that chord. Doesn't sound quite like I'm done and complete. But anyways, let's move on. Dorian. So now the C is a C minor 7 chord, and it's the 2 minor of the key of B flat. So that means I need to lower my 3rd and my 7th note. So out of my scale, my C scale, turned into C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. And I just threw in a couple of outside notes. It's really great for like 9s and 11s. Right? It's a great sound. Dorian, man, you know, it's all over the place, especially in jazz. Phrygian mode. Phrygian mode, okay, so now the C minor is going to still be a C minor 7, but it's got a lot of changes to it because now the only thing that's actually natural is C's, F's, and G's because I'm basing this out of the key of A flat. It's the 3rd minor in the key of A flat. So it's going to sound like this now. C, D flat, E flat, F, G, B, A flat, B flat, do, do. Totally different sound, huh? Very interesting sound. And that's the thing. We want to get these sounds in our head so that when we hear them, we'll know what we're listening to. Okay, so that's why it's good to go through your modes. Gives you your whole ear palette. Lydian next, right? So C major 7 sharp 11. And so it's a C chord that came out of the G scale. That's the 4 chord of G. So there's only one sharp, F sharp. So the C major scale only needs that one alteration, raise the 4. Getting some nice resonance. Don't have my mute on. But yeah, so the Lydian sounds a beautiful, it's a moving major chord. Okay. More moving than, like I said, that major 7 chord. The major 7 has a little uplifting feel to it too. But the Lydian chord is the gem of them all. And you'll see it oftentimes in movies, right? Okay, let's go on. So let's do C7. and I want to do this a couple of ways too, because I want to do C7, which means I'm in the key of F. So I got C, D, E, F, G, A, B flat. We call that the Mixolydian mode, right? I kind of like it when you're doing like a C sus 7. And I threw in an E flat. Oh well. So yeah, and ironically, I did that, but C minor, because when we're doing dominant sevenths, aren't we a lot of times throwing minor pentatonics against them? Yeah. So, but let's move on. Aeolian mode. I want to try and get through this in as short a period of time. So Aeolian mode, C minor, straight out of E flat major, which is the relative major. So we've got now E flats, A flats, and B flats. So I got C, D, E flat, F, G. Did I say that right? Wait a minute. Yeah, E flats, A flats, and B flats. So I didn't quite make it far enough. And there's nothing more sadder than the 6 minor chord. It's the saddest of the bunch. Right? So there you go. Dead giveaway. You hear sadness. Oh, it must be Aeolian. Okay, Locrian mode. Locrian mode, really cool. This is one of the funnest ones of the whole bunch. So that's going to be a C minor 7 flat 5. And there's only 2 natural notes living in it, and it's C and F, because I'm really kind of in the key of D flat. Right. Really a great substitute for dominant sevenths too, because you can do that. It's a dominant chord. The Locrian and the Mixolydian are your dominant chords. Your subdominant or predominant chords, in other words, they're going to set up your dominant chords, will be your 2 minor, your Dorian, and your 4 major, so your Lydian. Your 1 tonic chords will be your 1 major, your 3 minor, 7, and your 6 minor. But your 6 minor, of course, naturally is taking your major, your 1 major, to kind of like a sad version of it. Not necessarily though, because if I made it a minor 7th chord, so if it was a 6 minor 7 that I played, that sounds quite up, so here's C. There I went to the A minor 7. See, so you can see how they're very linked to each other, right? And like I said, 3 minor 7. Right? So I like to refer to the 3 minor 7 as something of a major 7, 1 major 7 substitution. And, works well that way. Say I was doing, maybe I was going to do the rhythm changes, right? So if I was doing like C major 7 to A7, D minor 7, G7, E minor 7, A7, D minor 7, G7. So in other words, that time, the E minor substituted for the C major 7. So, direct link, That was the D minor 7, and I did the F major 7. right? So what's coming next? Right? I did the Locrian, I did my B minor 7 flat 5, did a G7 altered. I threw in the sharp 5. Right? Okay, so anyways, that's how it all goes together. And it's really, you know, it's very good to, you know, kind of get all of those modes in your ears so you recognize them when you start hearing them. Saves you a lot of on the thinking process. Instead, it's more of a hearing process. Enjoy, subscribe, hit the like button, do, you know all that.